Hey friends, how are you? Hope you're well and you're having a good week. Mine's been good so far. So it's been nice. But I'm only here today to do another tag video. I saw this one on Believe in Your Shelf, and it's called the Favorite People tag. And I thought let's do this. It seemed a fun tag to do. I know that Storm from Storm Reads has done it, and I think Sonia with an I has also done it. So yeah, so let's go for it. So first question, favorite author. Oh, I can't have one. There are just so many good authors that I really like. So let me see, who can we go? How many? I'll name about five. So we'll go Deborah Harkness, Elizabeth Penny, Debbie Maycomer, Clive Cussler. Who else will I put in as number five? Oh gosh. Sarah Morgan. There we go. That's five, but there are just so many. It's like really hard to put it down to just one person. If you wonder why I keep glancing down, it's because I've got the questions on my phone. It's just really hard to put it down to just one person. So there we go. Two, favorite comedy actor, comedian. I'm not really into like comedy or I don't want to watch a lot of films, but from what I have seen, Steve Martin, I loved him in Father of the Bride. I thought he was brilliant. Melissa McCarthy, Bridesmaids, and also Asuki in The Gilmore Girls, absolutely brilliant. I really liked her. Comedian wise, I do like this lady as a comedian. I haven't seen her as a comedian, but I've seen her doing like travel stuff. She does, she has a bit of comedy in it, and that's Susan Calman. She's a Scottish comedian, and she does really good travel programs as well. Michael Palin's another one. So there you go. There's a few for you there. Favorite dramatic actor? Oh my goodness. Let me see. Colin Firth. I really like some of his stuff. Emma Thompson I quite like. Ben Cross, I thought he was superb as Harold Abrahams in Chariots of Fire. Ian Charleston, who played Eric Liddell, was just so good. Really liked him. I'm trying to sort of think of ones that are more. I like Julia Roberts, I have to say. I think some of the stuff she's done has been really good. But I'm not, as I say, I'm not a big, shall we say, actory type. Or Robert Hardy. There you go, Robert Hardy, because he was in All Creatures Great and Small. He was also on the BBC adaptation of Sense and Sensibility and was superb. I also like Christopher Timothy, who was also in All Creatures Great and Small. So yes, I like that BBC adaptation. Not so keen on the Channel 5 one, I have to say. But so there you go. There's some more people for you. Favorite political figure. Right, I am not a politically minded person. I am not gonna say what I think of current day politicians at all. That's like no, that's not my thing. The one person I will mention is the late Charles Kennedy. I knew him, as a child. His parents and my parents were really good friends, and he was such a wonderful, lovely guy. He was just so good. He passed away too soon, and I remember when he did pass, one of the things that was said about him, he was the best prime minister the UK never had, and I'm like, yeah, totally. So yes, so Charles was, is who I'm going to name. Number five, favorite film writer director. I actually don't know any because I don't actually pay attention. If I'm honest, if I watch a film, I'll just watch a film because I want to watch a film and I'll enjoy the film. I don't really particularly pay attention to either who's written it or who has directed it, etc. So nah, that's kind of a bleep for me. Number six, favorite new discovery. Oh, I don't know that I have any kind of new discoveries. I'm always trying to find new recipes to make, so I will use that as a fun thing to do. I also like to learn kind of new techniques within the crafts that I do as well. So I'm always sort of learning new things, which is nice. And also, I guess, new authors. When you are when people are saying to you, oh, this is a good book, this is a good book, and it's maybe an author you've never read before, so that's quite a good one. Discover new authors, which is great. Number 7, favorite musician, singer. Oh my gosh, right? Are you sitting here waiting for it? You're going to probably get quite a list, actually, I would think. Right, Runrig, but it has to be Runrig with Donny Monroe, not with the guy that replaced Donny. No, sorry, it has to be Runrig with Donny Monroe, because that was just, the sound was just superb. Skippinish, Tide Lines. So they're Gaelic rock bands, or so. When I was a child, there was a Gaelic singer called Callum Kennedy, and every time he came on the radio, I just dropped everything. Whatever I was doing, I just stopped it and I just sat and listened to him sing. And it was really strange because Dad was looking at something on the internet, and he was, I can't remember what it was, but on came Callum Kennedy, and I was doing something, and I just stopped. I stopped and I listened, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is what I used to do as a child. So I'm going to say Callum Kennedy. Modern day stuff, I do like musical theatre, and so I have to say Michael Ball and Alfie Boe are two of my absolute favourites. Recently I've just found them singing The Greatest Show from The Greatest Showman, and oh, what a superb version. It was just like, oh, it was so good. It's like so much. I've got time, I've actually got it running around my head at the moment, because I just think it's such a good rendition. So those two. Who else can I name? Ward Thomas, Rachel Platten. I do like Dolly Parton, Kenny Rogers, Bon Jovi. I like some of the Spandau Ballet stuff, some Duran Duran, Aha. So I'm dating myself now. So there we go. That's kind of where I've got a very varied musical taste. Number 8, biggest inspirational person. Apart from my parents, I would say one of the people that inspired me when I was doing my athletics, and also kind of inspired me as well when I was thinking about, at one point I needed to change jobs, and this person inspired me, and that is a man called Roger Hackney. He ran for Wales, he ran for GB. He also happens to be, or he retired recently, an orthopedic surgeon. Thankfully, he was one of mine. He's sorted a couple of my joints for me. So yeah, he inspired me and gave me, he's like, go on, you should do this, you'd be really good at it. And it's thanks to him that I did things like sports therapy and stuff. So he was a big inspiration for me. Trying to think who else. There's nobody from my school days, who I have to say really inspired me. There are people out in the world at the moment I do think are doing some good inspirational things. I all admired people like Seb Cole, Fatima Brady, Tessa Sanderson. I like people. A lot of my inspiration came from sporting people, because that's what I was very involved with. So people like that, and I'm sure there are other sports people and other people in the world who are very who are inspiring younger people at the moment. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. And the last one is tag some people. I think I will tag Beth from Soul Stained Ink. I know you're busy, Beth. Whenever you get the chance, if you want to do this one, I would love to hear your answers. The other person, again, I know she's got things going on at the moment. But Rebecca, the Colourful Book Nester. Rebecca, if you want to do this at some point, it is not vital that you do it now. No, absolutely not. I know you've got so much going on. So please, whenever you have time, I would love to hear your answers to this. But that's it for this video, friends. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you don't have a YouTube channel but you want to answer the questions, I will leave the questions down below and come and answer them in the comments bar. I would love to know your answers. Have you heard? I know that I'm Scottish. A lot of my viewers can be American, Canadian. Have you heard of any of the bands or anything that I was talking about? I would love to know. But until my next video, friends, stay safe, happy reading, bye!